Good morning, Wayne. Good morning, Keyshawn.
Hey, what up, Skip?
And good morning and welcome back to Duck Boat Paul Pierce.
Duck Boat
We
Pete.
did take part in the Celtics victory parade. I'm not sure. Did he play for the Celtics this year?
yeah,
I don't remember him, but I don't know. Maybe he did.
I'm an alumni.
Yeah, you're an alumni.
Is that the alumni boat?
That was the alumni boat I was on.
Are you sure you remember any of that?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah,
just
do
like
you?
yesterday.
Okay, just like
Just like
yesterday.
yesterday.
Okay. Well, Keyshawn says he will wait until next year to participate in the Lakers parade in downtown LA.
They're going to throw a parade for play-in tournament for the, what is it? The in-season tournament? They're going to throw a parade for that?
Yeah, they should have done that
Took
this
little
year.
fake little solo shots at the
I'm
Lakers.
just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just
I saw
saying.
you- Yeah, okay.
They're going to do a parade for that? All right.
All right. Enough about men's basketball. Let's start with, believe it or not, women's basketball. Women's basketball rules. What a game yesterday by Angel Reese. 25 points and 16 rebounds as the Chicago Sky at home beat Caitlin Clark's Fever for the first time after losing the first two this season at Indiana. Sky 88, Fever 87. I got the Fever, man. Paul, your biggest takeaway from this game?
I just think after this game, Skip and Key, you got to start putting Angel Reese in the Rookie of the Year
Yep,
race.
I buy that.
In the Rookie of the Year race. I mean, I'm all the way in on this rivalry. And it just seems like Angel plays with an extra intensity when she's going against Caitlin. But, you know, I've watched it this year. I watched these two match up. You know, they don't necessarily play against one another, but it's a little more oomph to Angel Reese when she's playing against Caitlin. You can see it in her performance last night. You can see it when she's on the sideline being demonstrative, when her teammate knocks Caitlin down, she's on the sideline and doing all these things. And this is going on since college. So we ain't gonna act like this is something new. So think about this. Tickets was $350 for this game.
That was average?
$350 for this
That's
game.
average. There was some couple 1,500s in there.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah. For the women's game, which is unprecedented. So I love what I'm seeing from this, and we're gonna talk about this later. But the USA really dropped the ball on not having these two in the Olympics. They dropped the ball, but we're gonna talk about that later. 8 straight double-doubles for Angel Reese. The Rookie of the Year race is closer than everybody's talking, because check this out. We watched a game with two teams that they may not even make the playoffs. They may not. They're both under 500. But this probably was the most watched game. That's like think
Caitlin's
about
team
that.
is 7-11, Angel's is 6-9.
Yep. Think about that. That's like if we watch the Charlotte Hornets versus Portland Trailblazers in the NBA. You know, the two teams that's not playing very well. And this probably was the most watched game. I mean, what Angel is doing, what Caitlin is doing, captivating the crowds. You know, this is something that's going to go on for a long time between these two. 25 and 15, 16 rebounds. What was it? 15, 16 rebounds from a rookie, 8 straight double-doubles. If she continues at this pace, I'm not saying she's going to continue to put up the scoring, but I could really see a situation to where it could be up for grabs for Rookie of the Year or even a co-Rookie of the Year, because don't take nothing short of what Caitlin's doing with her passing. I mean, she probably should have had 20 assists last night. I mean, some of those drop passes she was throwing, so I love what I'm seeing. I'm captivated. I wish these two could have been on the USA team, but we'll get to that.
All right.
I mean, I was very impressed with the game last night, especially with the Sky being down, coming all the way back, pulling out the win.
Well, look, this was Angel Reese's coming out party, in my opinion, and viewing it as a WNBA player. 25-16, efficient 8. Well, she 8 of 11 from the field, Skip. When you look at that, 16 defensive or 16 rebounds, so to speak, 13 of them on the defensive boards. So she was crashing the boards left and right, something that she's been doing for them all year long. But this was the first time that I feel like it was the only game in town on a Sunday that eyeballs were glued in to watch. She's had some double-doubles, right? This was the 8th, so she's had 7. But this one was on a stage with 25 points that everybody saw and was like, this wasn't a 10-10 game. It was a 25 and a 16. The outcome, the effect, the dominating down low just wasn't any three-pointers. It wasn't any jumpers, any mid-range. Everything was in that little blue box right there. Well, she just got the ball. They gave it to her. She did what she wanted to do. Now you start talking about Rookie of the Year. Yeah, shoot. Caitlin has the momentum already. It was built up when she got drafted and came into the league. So she has a few check marks ahead. Yeah. But it's not like Angel Reese can't close the gap with all of this season still left. I mean, they haven't even hit the halfway mark yet. So when you start looking at that, she has an opportunity to still be in the mix. Like Paul said, I don't know if there's ever been a Rookie of the Year in any of these NBA or whether the WNBA.
Jason Kidd
and Grant Hill.
And Grant Hill.
Grant Hill. Okay, so it could potentially happen then because it happened in the NBA before. But look, Candace Parker did it 12 straight times. Now, I don't know if
you're to double-doubles.
The double-doubles.
Yeah.
I don't know if Angel Reese will get to that number on a straight time, but she certainly is going to eclipse.
She got a shot, man.
Yeah, she does.
It don't look like she's slowing down.
She certainly does, and she's real close. 8 and 12, that's not too far off, right? So she could do it. She certainly is going to probably eclipse that total rookie number of double-doubles in the first year. For sure, she's probably going to do that. But what more can you say? Caitlin Clark talked about the venue should have changed possibly to the big dog in Chicago.
The house that Jordan built.
The house that Jordan built. Is it still the United Center?
Yep.
Yeah, so the United Center.
And it holds 21,000
versus
for basketball versus 10-ish.
Right. 10-ish. Yeah. So the WNBA, they'll get it right next time. Next time, because I'm sure. I hadn't looked at the schedule, but they've already played 3 times plus the preseason, that's 4. I'm sure there's a couple more games on the slate coming up. They probably, if it is in Chicago, they'll be moving that venue because you shouldn't cheat the fan base. That's an extra 10,000 eyeballs.
And I don't doubt they could have sold it out.
And they probably would have sold it out. Now, with this momentum, Skip, they'll probably wind up selling it out. But hats off to both of them. It was a terrific game. Good to see these type of things is happening with the W now.
Okay. As soon as that game ended, Angel Reese did a stand-up on-court interview with Holly Rowe, and the first thing out of her mouth was,
I'm a dog.
I got that dog in me. And you cannot teach that. And you know what? You can't teach that. You either were born with it or you weren't. And you can't sort of nurture it or coach it or teach it. It's just what you're made of. And Angel, for the first time as a professional basketball player, definitely showed me what she was made of because they were in big trouble in that game. Conversely, I'm going to hold women's basketball to the same standards I would hold men's basketball. Caitlin, I don't know if she has that dog in her. I know she's got talent. I know she's got distance shooting talent, and I know she definitely has a gift for passing the basketball. But I don't know if she has that dog in her because I start to wonder. I know it's extremely early, but I'm just saying I start to wonder when I see what I saw yesterday. Because I saw a game in which in the third quarter, again, on the road at Chicago, but it's a smaller arena, it's 10,000 seats. Caitlin's team was up 15 with 1:31 left in the third quarter. Then they were up 12 twice in the fourth quarter, the latest being at 6:38. Up 12 with 6:38 left. If you have that dog in you, if you are her or she, you get it home, man. Even away from home, you just figure out how to get that game home. And down the stretch for the last 6:38 of that game, I saw Angel Reese score 10 points with 5 boards. 10 and 5 over the last 6:38 of that game. And I saw Caitlin Clark do zilch. I saw nothing. She took one shot over the last 6:38 and missed it. It was a 3. And she had a couple of rebounds, but she had no more assists. Now, again, assists require somebody cashing in the pass, obviously. But she had an Indiana record for a team record, 13 assists through 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, she had 0 assists. Again, she's got to have partners in crime there. Somebody has to make the shot that she sets up. But the point was, she didn't take, after the first quarter, she did not get to the free throw line. Okay? She is 10th in the league already in free throws attempted. Think about that. And she leads her team by far in free throws attempted. She's all the way up to 72, and Kelsey Mitchell's at 56. Help me out. So you go the last 3 quarters of it's a rivalry game, And it's not a game against the Liberty or the Sun or Las Vegas or Phoenix, these veteran star-laden teams. The best, Kennedy Clark's a really good player, and she's more of a veteran player. But the two best players on the other team are both rookies like you are. So it's not like you're up against the Liberty and they're coming back from 15 or 12 down. You're against a team featuring two of your own, two your own age, in Cardoso, obviously, and Angel. Okay, so help me out. I'm looking at the last 3 quarters of this game, and Caitlin was very quiet, and it reminded me of the championship game against South Carolina when I came right in here and I said the same thing, because she had as hot a first quarter. Remember in the championship game, she scored 18 in the first quarter, and then the rest of the way she went 5 of 20, and she just got quieter and quieter and quieter, and she shot no free throws the rest of the way in the championship game. Well, it kind of reminded me of the same thing, where I thought you were a little better than that, right?
Well, I think in time, though, Skip, if this trend continues, then that conversation is different.
Yeah.
And she's still a rookie. She's only played
I understand.
18 games
I
or so.
it.
So it's
but she's been put on such a lofty pedestal. I'm saying, okay.
But that's not her fault, though, Skip.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think she looks at this game as a rivalry.
Well,
as much as Angel Reese looks at it.
I totally agree.
Like, I don't think they look at it the same.
But she approaches it way different.
Angel approaches it way different.
No, because Angel's gonna speak her mind, where Caitlin kind of just gonna go and be nicey nice in the situation.
I mean, her game,